I'm not gonna lie to you, I'm about to piss off a lot of your favorite coaches within this video. I'm about to give you, well, the exact blueprint that they use when it comes to helping you, well, get leaner. But most importantly, how you could do this yourself. Because if I'm gonna be honest with you, there's a lot of misinformation out there in terms of fitness. There's a lot of people that tell you, go high protein, go low carb, go do this, go do that. And they feed you a one size fits all approach. But what thing with fitness is it's never a one size fits all. You know, I've had clients with the exact same age, same height, completely different journeys, completely different ways of eating, and completely different strategies. But within this video, you can start creating your own strategy. I'm going to give you the nutrition blueprint and how you could use ChatGPT to not only help you when it comes to eating better, but never have to hop on a diet again and lose the weight while doing so. I'm going to give you the secrets when it comes to actually retaining muscle while you're losing body fat, retaining muscle while you're losing weight, so you can get leaner, stronger simultaneously. And last but not least, I'm going to deep dive into the mindset of it and what it actually takes when it comes to losing body fat, getting shredded, and leaning out. So let's get into it. First thing I want to talk about is ChatGPT. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to flip around this way and show you guys my screen. So therefore, we can deep dive into this together. All right? So let's take a turn. Let's go. Now, when it comes to ChatGPT, the first thing I want you to do when you start, before you even start using it, is I want you to open a new tab and I want you to go calculator.net. That's not what I want. There we go, calculator.net. And I want you to come here and go to your calorie calculator. Let's say I'm 25, I'm a male, I'm 5'10", and let's say I am 235. And when it comes to my activity, I'm sedentary. I don't move at all. Calculate. This is going to give you the exact amount of calories that you need in terms of, let's say, weight loss, in terms of muscle building. Most importantly, it puts you in a category and shows you what you can do to lose 2 pounds a week, 1 pound a week, and half a pound a week. What I want you to do, especially if your goal is to lose body fat and get stronger, retain muscle mass as you're losing body fat. So when you do lose the fat, you actually see your chest, you see those muscle tones, you see those chisel, you see everything, right? First thing I want you to do is never go to the extreme. The extreme is going to leave you tired, it's going to leave you deprived, and it's going to be very unsustainable. Right here in between 1 pound to half a pound a week, it's exactly what you want. So what I like to do is I like to go in between. So in between 2,200 calories and 1,900 calories, I want you to come here and go with 1,800 calories. I'm sorry, not 1,800, 2,000 calories, right? Now you're going to take 2,000 calories and you're going to ask ChatGPT, create me a meal plan that I can enjoy. And when it comes to losing body fat, I always say with protein, aim for 35 to 40% protein. And carbs, I always say 30 to 35% on carbs. And fats, anywhere from 20 to 25% is usually good, right? So once you did that, 2,000 calories, create a meal plan that I can enjoy that has 35 to 40% protein, boom, 35% carbs, boom, and fats, 25%. And I want you to add my favorite, I can't even type, my favorite meals and make sure that they actually fit my macros. Boom. Now you're going to put in, let's say, chicken Alfredo pasta. That's one of my favorite. You're going to put in tacos, and don't mind the spelling, ChatGPT will automatically do it for you. Tacos. You're going to put in burritos, and then you can go on and maybe add lasagna, or rice, black beans, and curry. And then you click type. Now look what happens. It creates you a nutrition plan based on what you already enjoy. So therefore, when you do hop on a diet or start your weight loss journey, start your fat loss journey, all you gotta do is follow what you already enjoy. But a lot of you guys are overcomplicating it by trying to follow keto, this and that, and people telling you, oh yeah, cut the carbs, cut this. No. Find a way that you can eat high protein, eat moderate carbs, not starve yourself, feel good, have energy to perform in the gym, which we're gonna talk about, but most importantly, enjoy it within the process. And this will give you exactly what you need in ingredients and the amounts that you need. So therefore, it can be easier for you to implement. Now we just did that first part. And that's how easy it could be. Like literally you could use that and you could completely transform your life within the next year. And again, like I said, it's going to piss off a lot of coaches because that's exactly what they do. For me, is it what I do? No. Do I use ChatGPT, let's say, to create recipe guides? Yes, I definitely do. But in terms of coaching, I don't use it because at the end of the day, there's far more that goes into it, which you're going to learn throughout your journey, right? Because at the end of the day, like I said before, everybody is different. So what you do in the beginning might not what you need to do when it comes to getting stronger, getting leaner, deeper and deeper into your journey. Meaning, you will lose 20 pounds, but after you lose the 20 pounds, you're gonna have to adjust. And that's what coaching is here for. It's to help you adjust, give you that accountability to help you take things to the next level. Because you guys have to understand, everything's already out there. There's no secret. It's a matter of how you can implement it into your own life and stick to it. And if you follow that method, I promise you're gonna be able to stick to it because you're gonna enjoy it. And once you keep asking it for different recipes, different things that you enjoy, especially if you like variety, ask for it. And it will create it for you. And you can easily add it into your lifestyle, easily add it into your day-to-day, and completely transform your life. It's that easy. But now let's talk about building muscle while you're losing body fat. One thing I want you to understand. When it comes to this journey, like you saw in the thumbnail, that was Ray. I helped Ray lose about 50 pounds while getting ready for a bodybuilding show. When it comes to getting ready for shows or just even losing body fat while building muscle, it's not going to be that big. You're actually aiming more for muscle retention. Why do I say muscle retention? Because when it comes to being in a deficit, you're not going to grow muscle in a deficit. Yes, you'll get stronger. Yes, you can get leaner. But building muscle is a different chemical experience, a different framework, it's a different strategy. Building muscle is adding onto your nutrition, adding onto your protein so you can get bigger. But when it comes to losing body fat, you don't necessarily need to build, you need to lose. So within this process, one thing you need to understand is A, when it comes to your calorie deficit, do not make it over 700. Do not make it over 600 because that's going to leave you deprived. That's going to leave you tired. And when it comes to performing in the gym, you're not going to be able to. I always suggest anywhere from 300 to 500, sometimes 600 if you want to speed up a little bit. But in between 500 to 300 is perfect. That's going to allow you to retain muscle mass, one. That's going to allow you to perform in the gym, actually push yourself within your workouts and get a little stronger within your workouts. Yes, there's going to be a time where you're not going to be able to push past a certain limit because you're within a deficit. And that's probably when within your journey, your body's probably telling you, hey, let's increase your calories a little bit here. But other than that, you're going to be able to lose the body fat while maintaining the muscle mass you already have and just defining it. And just allowing it to poke through because you're losing the body fat at the same time while you're retaining it in the gym. And one thing I always say is don't overdo it. Meaning, if you're going to strength train 3 times a week and do cardio 3 times a week, perfect. But if you're going to strength train 5 times a week and do cardio 5, that might leave you burnt out and that might actually increase the amount of calories you burn throughout the day, which is going to put you in a bigger deficit. And one thing I'm going to suggest is on the days that you do train, let's say you're burning 2,400 calories, maybe eat 1,900. On the days that you don't train, maybe eat a little less if you want to keep that deficit widened. But I would try to keep it at 1,900, so therefore that deficit could be 300. So one day it's 500, one day it's 300, one day it's 500, one day it's 300. And throughout the week period, you are in a 1,200, 1,400 calorie deficit. But here's the thing, you don't necessarily notice it. And once your body starts to adapt to that and actually enjoys that and sees benefits from that, your mindset sees benefits from that, your body sees benefits from that, you're going to be more inclined to follow through with it. But most importantly, you're going to realize that losing weight, getting toner, is not as difficult as it seems. It's just a matter of following through with the game plan that you set for yourself. That's one. A matter of making sure that you're eating accurately, making sure that you're eating in a way where you're not depriving yourself. That's 2. So you have energy, not just for working out, but for your day-to-day activities. And last but not least, it's all about how you can manage those macros. The better you are at managing those macros on the days that you work out and on the days that you don't work out, the easier it's going to be for you to actually be able to sustain this, achieve this. Most importantly, when you do lose the weight, understand that, all I need to do now is go back to eating my maintenance. I don't need to be in a deficit anymore. Eat your maintenance, and then from there on, stay at the weight and just focus on retaining muscle and even building a little bit. Let's say if you increase your protein by 10 to 20, 30 grams of protein. And that will help you build while within your maintenance and being able to sustain that body for the rest of your life. That right there will change the game for you. Implement that. Don't just listen to it. Go back to it, replay it, write it down. I'm telling you the sauce here. It's up to you what you want to do with it. Now, the mindset. When it comes to this journey, one of the biggest things you have to understand is there's times body dysmorphia is going to come into play. Meaning you're going to look in the mirror and be like, damn, I don't look good. And you hear everybody else telling you, you look amazing, you look this. I've done that, especially on my bodybuilding shows. Like the last 3-4 weeks, I'm always like, fuck, I feel like I look flat, even though my coach is like, shut up. And that's why I have a coach whenever I'm getting ready for prep because, well, prep is a different beast. It's going to come into play. Weight loss, it's going to come into play, but not so much. But when it comes to prep, that shit's going to come into play every single day. But in terms of just losing weight, losing body fat, it's still going to come into play. And the biggest thing you cannot do is let it mess you up and make you speed things up. Meaning you see yourself in the mirror, you're not happy, you're not pleased. When you've been consistent, you've been showing up, you've been tracking your meals, you've been crushing in the gym, and one day you wake up, you're not in the good mood as you were that day before, and you look in the mirror like, damn, I look like I'm still the same, and it's been 3 months, and the scale says I lose 10 pounds, but I still look the same. That's body dysmorphia. Do not let it hold you back. Do not let it speed you up. Take your time, take a deep breath, and keep on moving forward. And one thing I would highly recommend with this journey is you take progress photos. You got to take progress photos. Photos of what you're doing, how you're doing it. So therefore, you could look at it side by side because you could lose 10 pounds and still look the same. But the photos will tell you something completely different. And what I mean by you will lose 10 pounds look the same is you will lose 10 pounds, look in the mirror and be like, shit, I look the same. Now you'll actually look the same. If you take photos week 1 and then you see week 3, you lost 10 pounds, you will see the differences. And then do that for week 3 all the way to week 6. Week 6 all the way to week 12. And that's going to be the key to propelling you forward. But most importantly, telling your mind to shut up. We're getting this. We're doing this. We're crushing this. Why would I tell myself I look shit when the pictures literally say something completely different? So I would highly recommend progress photos because it will transform your life, transform your mindset, transform what you see, what you do, and how you actually get there. And if you apply these 3 things, I will see you leaner, stronger into 2025. Like I said, this video is going to piss off some coaches because I just gave y'all some sauce. But at the end of the day, it's already out there. The only reason they don't want you to know it is because they don't want you to do it yourself. They want you to, have them for help. And here's the thing. I want to help you too. But I want to help you when it comes to propelling forward past those hurdles, past those struggles, past those plateaus where you don't necessarily understand everything and you want to. That's what I want to be here for. But when it comes to just starting you up, bro, I will give you the free game anytime you want. That's what I'm here for. To give you that free game. Help you crush this shit, annihilate this shit, and get the results that you're looking for. Because it is possible, baby. It is possible. But with that being said, hope you enjoyed this one. Hope you have a great rest of your day. Stay blessed. Stay beautiful. Remember, if you ever need some help, got some free guides down below for you. As always, you can always join my program, one-time payment. And then from there, that's where I'm able to help you within your journey, give you tips, and also be part of my community to help you strive together. But with that being said, the best day ever. Stay beautiful. Stay blessed. I know I said it twice. Peace.